to my YouTube page. I am Katerina Sky, and this is my very first video blog, and I had been thinking for a while. I've been wanting to do some video vlogs, and I finally picked the perfect subject for my first video blog. One of my favorite TV shows of all times is Ghost Adventures. I've been a fan of the paranormal for a very long time. Since I was a young kid, I've had personal experiences with the paranormal since basically I can remember. Since we moved into this house, I've experienced a lot of paranormal activity, and I kind of want to talk on the subject. You know, I know there are a lot of people out there who don't believe in ghosts, and feel free to comment in the comment section. Do you believe? Do you not believe? Have you had any personal experiences? Comment below your personal experiences. What have you experienced, or whether or not you even believe that this stuff exists. I believe. You know, I remember the very first experience that I had as a kid. I was probably 5 or 6 years old, and I can remember a face peeking into my room, and I was terrified. Like it was the first experience that I ever had. But when you're 5 or 6 years old and you see this face peeking into your room, and you know that face is not supposed to be there, it's freaky. It's very scary. And after a few minutes after I got over the fear, I got up slowly out of my bed, and I kind of peeked out of my room, and I noticed both my parents were still asleep in their room, and I even walked out of my room and kind of looked through the house, and I don't ever remember seeing anyone. There was no one there. But there was this face that was there peeking into my room, and I know it was there, and I can't explain it. I don't know who it was, and you know, it never happened again. But I did see 2 other apparitions in my room. I remember one night I was watching TV, and I just happened to kind of glance over, and in front of my bedroom door there was like this wavy, white, transparent figure just standing in front of my door. And it didn't really have a humanoid shape. There was nothing really to it other than the fact that it was just this weird, wavy, white, translucent mist. And I saw that mist one other time standing right next to my bed, and that, I'm telling you, scared the shit out of me. Because when you wake up and you roll over and there's something right next to you, it scared me. And especially when you're like 5 or 6 years old and you see something there that you know is not supposed to be there. Yeah, it's very creepy. A few years ago, I had gotten up in the middle of the night to go grab a midnight snack, and I was in the kitchen, and I was standing in front of our pantry getting me something to eat, and I happened to notice something out of my peripheral vision, and I'm thinking, oh crap, I woke someone up, and they're coming to figure out, you know, what's going on. So when I look over, and I see this humanoid figure, there's this shadow. It's not a shadow like a shadow on the wall, somebody walking through the living room. It is a freestanding humanoid figure, and it was black. It was very dense, but it was also a little translucent at the same time. That just kind of walked all the way through the living room into the indoor patio that we have, and it disappeared. And it freaked me out. Like, I froze. So when I walk out of the kitchen, I'm walking very slowly, and I'm looking into the indoor patio, and there's no one there. There's no one there. And I walk, and I notice that my parents are asleep. They are fast asleep. And I just remember, like, running straight to my room, and I'm like, you know, I jumped in bed, and I'm like, I'm not leaving this room for the rest of the night. And I used to have a flower vase. And as you can see behind me, I have my entertainment center with my TV and everything. And I had a flower vase sitting on the floor next to my entertainment center. And this pink flower vase with flowers in it that I have over there on my shelves. I know you guys can't see it because it's kind of dark in here, but I have shelves over there in the corner. I had to move this flower vase from over there by my entertainment center to those shelves over there because that thing would constantly move by itself, no explanation. And I know you guys are probably thinking I'm out of my mind, but I saw it. I know it happened. Every time I would see this shadow kind of pass in front of it, and I would look and I would notice the flower vase had moved. I know it happened. I'm not crazy. It moved, and I saw that pretty much every day to every other day. So I ended up having to move the flower vase because I was sick and tired of that thing moving. I had, right behind me, you guys can see right there, my little porcelain bride doll. I've had that move on me. I have her set so she faces my bedroom door that direction. And that is so when you walk in, you automatically see her and you can, you know, see her face. And my bed's right here next to me. When I walked in my room, she was facing the door. I could have sworn she was facing the door because when I walk in, I noticed she was facing me. Well, when I came and sat down on my bed, she had gone from staring at my door to staring this direction, and she was staring at me. That scared the crap out of me. Like, I didn't see it physically move, but I know for a fact it moved because it always faces that direction. And when I came to sit down, she was facing this direction. So it was a little weird. I've also had experiences where my bed will shake in the middle of the night. It hasn't happened in a very long time, thank God, because that used to scare the crap out of me. I would be in the middle of the night, and I would be this close to falling asleep, and all of a sudden my bed just starts shaking. It just starts shaking, and I'm thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. It scared the crap out of me, because it just felt like somebody was sitting on the bed and just kind of bouncing. I felt unnatural cold spots. It gets really hot in the summer, like 100 degrees, and it feels like 120, and it gets really hot, especially in my room because I have my TV, I have my cable box, I have 2 computers, I have them both running, so it was really hot, and I was sweating, but yet I was feeling these unnatural cold spots. Like, there was no explanation. It wasn't my fans, because I did have my box fan blowing on me at the time, but it was blowing hot air. It wasn't really blowing anything. It was these unnatural cold spots that I don't know where they came from. The story behind this house, I was told that a guy had passed away. I'm assuming it was the previous owner, if I remember correctly, and he actually died in this room, which just so happens to be my bedroom. The majority of the experiences that I've had have been in this room, which kind of sucks because this is my bedroom and I sleep in here. I could have sworn I just heard a footstep. It's probably my mother. I'm getting a little paranoid sitting here talking about ghosts. Anyways, I always have this weird feeling that somebody is in the master bathroom, in the master bedroom. I feel like somebody's in there, and I feel like they're watching me. I've also had experiences when I'm in the living room. I will see something walk back and forth between my room and the master bedroom. There was also the incident with a picture frame that broke a couple years ago, well, more than a couple years ago, it was a few years ago. My mother had a stack of picture frames sitting on her shoe closet, and they had been sitting there untouched for about 2 years or so, maybe longer. The point is, the key word is, they had been untouched for roughly around 2 years. And out of the blue, one night, she and I hear this crashing noise. I come running out of my room because I'm thinking my mother just broke something. And she came running to me and she's like, "What was that? What happened? What did you do?" And I'm like, "I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't break anything." And my dad had been in the shower, or was about to get in the shower, and she went to check on him, and she was like, "Are you okay? Did something break? Did you do something?" And he's like, "No, I didn't do anything." So we kind of go through the house, and we're kind of trying to search for what fell, what broke, what happened. And we walk into the room, which used to be my old room, which is now the storage room, where my mother puts all this storage stuff, and where her shoe closet was, with the stack of picture frames on top of this shoe closet. On the floor, several feet away from the shoe closet, there was a picture frame that had fallen and shattered on the floor. We don't know how it happened. We don't know how it happened. The stack of picture frames had been untouched for a very long time, so it's not like it just over time slid off and broke on the floor. And it wasn't. Another thing that was weird is it didn't just kind of slide off and fall right in front of the shoe closet. It was a pretty good ways away from the shoe closet. And it was unexplained how a picture frame that had not been touched in a very long time kind of slid off and landed quite a ways from where it was originally sitting and shattered on the floor. And my mother and I, we just kind of looked at each other and we were like, and we knew something had knocked it off. And she's like, "Don't say it." I've had a lot of experiences. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I've been very interested in the paranormal for a very long time. I kind of joke to myself all the time that I have this psychic ability, which personally I believe in ghosts, yes, but I don't believe in psychics. I don't believe in that kind of thing. I'm the type of person, I have to see it to believe it. If I don't see it, I don't believe it. It's just not real to me. Although that's not true when it comes to religion. I don't know why. Like, I believe in God, even though I've never seen him, but yet I believe. So, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just the type of person I have to see it to believe it. But I kind of joke, because there have been times that I've predicted things before they happen. I'll have a dream about something, and then it happens, and I'm like, that's just weird that I literally had a dream that this was going to happen, and here it is happening. And there are times when I know what somebody's going to say before they say it, or what they're going to do before they do it. I don't know. It's random. It doesn't happen all the time. It's just random. I don't really believe I'm psychic, but you gotta admit, it's a little weird. I did mention at the top of the video that I am very interested in the paranormal. I watch a lot of paranormal TV shows. I watch My Haunted House, I watch The Haunting, I watch Ghost Adventures, and I watch Paranormal Witness. I love some of those shows, but my number one favorite ghost show is Ghost Adventures. I love that show. I'm obsessed with that show. I used to watch Ghost Hunters. That used to be my number one favorite show until I went to YouTube and I found a lot of videos where they faked their evidence. And you can just Google in, I don't know if some of those videos are still up, but you can go and you can type in the YouTube search, Ghost Hunters, fake or ghost hunters, fake evidence, or anything to that effect. And you can pretty much find a lot of videos showing that they fake their evidence. And I'm getting a little paranoid right now because I'm sitting here talking about ghosts and I'm hearing noises. I don't know where the noises are coming from, and they may be in my head, maybe, because, anyways, so, those are my experiences. You guys might think I'm crazy, but I believe what I believe. I know what I saw, I know what I heard, I know what I felt. I do want, before I sign off, I do want to tell you guys one other experience that I had. I can remember one night that I was sleeping, one morning. It was kind of early in the morning, and I was kind of pretending to be asleep, and I heard what I thought was my door opening, and I figured my mother's awake. She's coming to check up on me. And so I closed my eyes really quickly, and I pretended to be asleep. I faked being asleep, because I had, because my door's over there, and I was laying facing that wall there. So I closed my eyes really quickly, and because I had my back to the door, I couldn't see anything. And I just felt like my bed decompressed, like someone put their hands on the bed and was leaning over, and like they were like leaning over and looking, trying to look at me to see if I was awake or asleep. And I'm thinking, what is my mother doing? Why is she doing this? Like, why is she checking up on me? Why is she trying to see if I'm asleep or not? I never felt the bed decompress. And I never heard the door again after that. So I'm thinking, okay, my mother is just standing there, leaning over and looking at me. What is she doing? So I stop pretending to be asleep, and I roll over and I look. There's no one there. There's no one there. Scared the crap out of me, because I could have sworn someone opened my door and someone was leaning over on my bed looking at me. But when I rolled over, there was no one there. And like I said, I never felt the bed decompress, and I never heard the door shut. So, it's really weird. So those are my personal experiences. I believe, my experiences are real. I know what I heard, I know what I felt, I know what I've seen, and I know what I experienced. I want to hear your guys' stories. Comment below, or you can send me messages on my Tumblr page or my YouTube page, whatever. I want to know what your guys' experiences are. Have you guys had any really bad experiences, or have you just maybe heard a noise that was unexplained? Let me know. I'm kind of curious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for some more video blogs. I will be uploading some more very soon, so make sure that you stay tuned, and follow me on Twitter and on Tumblr, and I will link to those below in the description. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!